So I cleaned up in here. I want to do a room tour real quick and kind of show you everything I got here. So let's start with this. As you can see here, this isn't on the wall. I got places for these. They're just not put up yet, but they're right there for right now. But this is my cabinet, and as you can see, I got quite a bit of plushies there. You see Bart Simpson. There's a Care Bear. That dog right there is Doug from Up. Oswald, Chewbacca. There's a little Baby Yoda. I don't know if you can see his little ear there. I got a lot of plushies. This is my cabinet. Now, as you can see, mainly this stuff is Funko Pops, but I have some Star Wars figures. You can see Elmo there, because childhood. Some different Marvel, DC figures. You see the Rocketeer figure right there. I don't know if you can see that very well, but yeah, there's a Rocketeer. Which I hate that figure, honestly. It's really cool design, but head does not want to stay on. I need to glue that figure down and put like a really cool display for him. And then this is my giant movie shelf. Now, this is not all my movies. This is actually a pretty big portion of them, but not all of them. As you can see here, though, I like this top here. This is all 10-inch Funko Pops. Put them up there. You got Cthulhu, Superman, Groot, Coca-Cola Bear, Mandalorian. Those four are my favorites, so they sit up there. Or is that those five? Yeah, five. And then you can see here. Here's my DVDs. My DVDs from top to bottom. And then you go to my Blu-ray box sets. And then actually you see a lot of my Disney, my anime, Star Wars, 20th Century Fox, Sony, Mill Creek, Universal, MGM, Warner Brothers, that type of stuff. And then we see here, this is my Blu-ray collection of Warner Brothers titles, and then it goes to my Paramount titles and different stuff. But yeah, that's all my stuff there. You see some more 10-inch Funko Pops, like my Demogorgon, my Batman, stuff like that. And then you got my Green Goblin. That's a 42 poster. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I got that for free, but that's pretty cool. This is my desk. That's my Chromebook I'm using because school. But yeah, this is my desk. You see a couple little Iron Giant Robbie the Robot figures. Here, let's close this so I don't have to deal with that light. There's my Scooby-Doo Blu-ray box set. A couple other box sets that are larger, and I feel like they're too heavy to go on that shelf. Because that shelf, nice shelf, but it only holds box sets of a certain weight. And these are very heavy, especially this one. This one is steel. This one is heavy because it's full house. And if you open this up, here, let's move this up here. Okay. See how many DVDs are in that? That's a lot. So it gets pretty heavy. Plus the design of this box is the actual Tanner house hold, so it's a pretty heavyweight set. But I like the set. I think it's a cool set. I'm not a huge Full House guy, but my sister was like doing a trade. She's like, "You want it?" I'm like, "Okay." So it's in my collection now. I never got into that show Fuller House either. I hate Fuller House actually. But yeah, there's my records. I do have a record player. I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, those are my records. You got a lot of Elvis, My Chemical Romance, Pink Floyd, Notorious B.I.G., Barry Manilow, some jazz albums, AC/DC, Kiss. You got the Mandalorian soundtrack on vinyl, which was exclusive to Walmart, but I got that. The Eagles, American, the Village People, so that's pretty cool. This is a wall shelf. You can see my Stranger Things 4K sets. Honestly, I'll just watch that show on Netflix. Those sets, they tear apart very easily, so they're better as display pieces. And then you can kind of see this little AC/DC little album there. That's like the CD album. But I use the one on vinyl, so it's a display piece. So Dollar Tree puzzles I bought of Footloose and Back to the Future Part 2. Which is so weird that they had Back to the Future Part 2, but not Part 1. But yeah, little Three Stooges vintage lunchbox, which actually has a thermos inside. And all my Ghostbusters figures. I hope they do more of these. They kind of made these to tie in with the new movie that was supposed to come out last year, but then it didn't come out, so I don't know how well these figures sold. I saw them on store shelves forever, so hopefully that doesn't mean the death of the line. But Baby Yoda, some, I got a couple autograph pops, my Amazon exclusive Millennium Falcon, my Home Alone collector set. Here's all my books, and then they kind of come over here too, and then more of my movies that there's so many of them that don't fit over there. They come over here, which is just my Lionsgate movies, and then you got a Barry Manilow box set, because this is a really tall box set, so it doesn't really fit anywhere, to be honest. But yeah, and then you got a couple Doctor Who figures, my Queen Pop album, the little Stranger Things walkie-talkie thing. There's my dresser, which has a BB-8, and on the other side, I have an R2-D2, and so there's a record player. You see my E.T. poster. This came with my Blu-ray box set of Samurai Jack. This is the metal plate that came in that set. I know they're doing a different version that does not come with that, so if you want that set with the metal plate, I get it now. But there's the Dwight money thing. You got this. This is my pin board, so you see some posters and pins, some cool stuff. And then you got a bunch of plushies, my Care Bears, not all of them, but I have a few of those. And then you see some tin signs, and that's kind of my room. Now, my plan here is to put another shelf here, right up there, and do that. And then that poster is going to go over there. That tin sign right there is going to go right above there. And I'm going to put all that together. And I think that's going to look great. I want to do all that. But that's going to happen soon. And I'm excited about it. Because I definitely am going to need another shelf. As you can tell, this is already filled up. And this is probably going to fill up with books because, well, look at that. That shelf's already filled up with books. This has almost the whole top row filled up with books. So that leaves 2 more shelves. And I'm going to need another shelf for books eventually, which, yeah. So I want another shelf for movies eventually. So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I'm a big time collector, as you can tell. And, the fear of being a collector is the space. But I like collecting. I'm never going to stop, especially my movies. I watch these movies all the time, different ones. So, yeah, like and subscribe, do all that, and I'll see you guys next time.